cylinder with height h as having h layers of circles stacked on top of each other. Then the volume of the cylinder is the product of its base area and its height. Since the bases of cylinders are circles, you can use the formula for the area of a circle to find a cylinder's base area. And we'll denote that capital B once again. Key concepts: the volume of a cylinder. The volume, capital V, of a cylinder is the product of the base area, capital B, and the height, lowercase h. Example problem 2, finding the volume of a cylinder. Find the volume of the cylinder below to the nearest cubic centimeter. Well, it looks as though we've been given the diameter of the cylinder, 10 centimeters, and then the height of the cylinder, 80 centimeters. Well, we need to set to work. First, we're going to need to find the area of the bases, which are circles. Recall the area of a circle is given to us by pi times the radius of the circle squared. So the area of a circle equals pi times the circle's radius squared. Don't forget that one. That's going to allow us to find the area of our bases of the cylinder, since they're both circles. And we're going to call them capital B in this context. That's part of the formula for finding the volume of a cylinder. So, setting to work. We were told 10 centimeters is the diameter of our circular base. Radius, of course, is half of the diameter, so that'd be 5. So this now becomes pi times 5 squared, or 25 pi. So 25 pi represents the area of our bases, or our capital B value for our formula. The volume then will equal, well, capital B, or 25 pi, the area of our bases, times the height, well, 80 centimeters. So 80 times 25, let's see. 2,000, and let's not forget the pi. 2,000 pi. All right, bear in mind that's representing the volume of the cylinder. And if we'd carefully tracked our units, these were 25 pi square centimeters. Denote that here. And we were multiplying those by 80 centimeters. Centimeters squared times centimeters is cubic centimeters, or centimeters cubed. Of course, you would recognize that cubic units are used for the volume anyway, but tracking our units through is a good way for us to make sure that makes good sense to us. So 2,000 pi cubic centimeters, but if, well, the problem asks us to round to the nearest cubic centimeter. That means we probably don't want to leave a pi sign in there. Well, 2,000 times pi cubic centimeters, and if you note in the problem, they actually say to simplify and that we're allowed to use a calculator. So use a calculator and ensure that you get this value and then round to the nearest cubic centimeter. So that would be the nearest ones place. So here's my calculator. Let's see, 2,000 pi. So 2,000 times pi. There it is. Excellent. Our answer matches 6,283.1. Of course, we're rounding to the nearest whole centimeter, so 6,283 cubic centimeters. Thank you, calculator. You're welcome. And a quick check problem. 2a, estimation. Estimate the volume of the cylinder at the right. Use 3 for pi. And part B, find the volume of the cylinder to the nearest cubic millimeter. Keep in mind in problems like these and many other math problems, there are often many, sometimes infinitely many, techniques to get the right solution. Let's check out these two methods for finding the volume of a cylinder that has radius 3 meters and a height of 8 meters. Well, Jasmine says I can first find the base area B, then I can multiply by the height h. And so you can see she does her work. finding the base area, capital B, and then multiplying by h. That sounds very familiar. I think that's the technique we used in the previous examples. Kevin, on the other hand, says I can find the volume by combining formulas first. So he combines his formula. He thinks of the volume formula first, then he substitutes the formula for the base directly into the formula for volume. That results in having more variables to consider at once, but it sure works. Might even say it works in fewer steps. I don't know, I haven't counted. But same answer, different techniques, both very good. So let's see which technique you would use. Choose a method. Find the volume of the cylinder with radius 12 feet and a height of 4.5 feet. Explain why you chose the method you used. And check your understanding problems for this section.